Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Pekula again. Today we are going to be making your pillow donuts, commercial pillow donuts, like the white line donut that is, very common and popular. But this is people don't normally sell this in the street. But I'm telling you that you can as well make cool money from it when you sell it in the street because people likes how it comes out. Now let's get started. In this recipe, we are going to be using 4 cups of all-purpose flour. We are going to be using of 1 tablespoon of milk flavor, 1 tablespoon of vanilla flavor, 1/4 cups of granulated sugar. We are going to be using 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of instant yeast, and 50 gram of butter. In this recipe, I use margarine, but if it is butter you have, you can as well make use of it. Now, you don't add much sugar to most of the recipes that call for yeast because sugar actually brings down the activeness in yeast. Yes. So the more sugar you add, the more likely that your yeast will not work out. So that's why you add all these flavors to make it look this thing. If you have milk, you can add, but because we are making it in a commercial way, no need of adding milk. This comes out. This is the recipe I use to supply my customers every day, and they love it. Now, in this recipe, we use 250 mils of water, which is 1 cup of water, your normal room temperature water. Now transfer it to your work surface. If you have a stand mixer or a hand mixer, this is the best time for you to use it. But if you don't have it, no problem. That is why I'm here. I'm using my hand to to knead it. So you knead your dough very well because it is your kneading that brings out the fluffiness and the fluffiness of the donut. So you knead till your dough becomes very stretchy. This is how it's supposed to look like. You knead till it becomes very stretchy, like it no longer sticky. Everything is smooth. Your ingredients has mixed together, like it just like very smooth. This is how you mix it. You need and another way you know that your dough is okay is when you press it, it bounce back to you. You see, everywhere is very neat. Now you have to cut it. Please, if you have watched to this point, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please. I need you to grow. Then you cut your dough to your preferred sizes. I'm just cutting randomly because it is a commercial one I supply, so I measure it. I have a particular measurement so that all the doughs, no one will be bigger than each other. And this is a 100 naira size. I am using 65 gram of each dough. 65 gram is what I'm using. You can use your kitchen scale and your digital scale. In this place, measurement is very important so that you can be able to make profit out of what you are selling. If it were to be places that you'll be selling to 200 naira, you can use 75 gram or 80 gram of it because the dough will be bigger, and but this is 100 naira size. Is 65 gram. It's very okay. Then you measure it until you exhaust the dough. Then to fold, you flatten with your hand, fold inside to ease off the excess air in it, to ease off the air in the donut. You roll with your hand. If you cannot roll with your hand, you can oil your hand and roll it. Now this is how you roll it. You roll it till it's become very smooth and you feel that there's no longer air in it. Then you flatten your dough so that while it's rising, it will rise very flat. It will rise very flat and wide. Now this is how you roll till you exhaust all the donuts you have. Then you're going to allow this. If I have a parchment paper, this is actually the time you have to bring it out. You line up your parchment paper, you place your doughs to them. But in this case, I don't have parchment paper, so I'm just flowing my tray pan and adding it. Then you cover it and allow it to rest for 1 hour. Allow it to rest for 1 hour in a warm place. And this is after 1 hour in a warm place. Our dough has doubled in size. Now we are going to deep fry. You don't use excess oil in frying your donuts, so that you have that white line in it. You fry with a very very low heat. Now you're going to find out that my hand or is actually showing or something like that in this thing, because I didn't use the parchment paper. Now even if you don't have parchment paper, you can use a scraper to scoop it from under and put it in your pot. It will only make the other part of the donut to look a kind of crunchy. And another way you can also do it, you can use the 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 spoon you are using, dip it in the oil and also scoop under. Then secret to having a white line in this recipe is when you allow the one side of the donut to be brown before you flip into the other. This is how you just get this white line. Now this is our donut. It is ready. Look at the inside, very very good and rich. It still has weight and not just still has weight in it. Let me know if you're going to be trying this. Thank you very much. Bye bye.